Right, weight loss and foundations. So when people go through a weight loss journey, they're developing foundations. When they get to the end goal, determine on the foundations that they created will dictate whether they keep off for a couple of months or will be the reason why they continue to keep off and continue to improve. I've been waiting for the rain to stop, it hasn't, so if you hear that background noise, there's not a lot I can do, and hopefully you can find it a little therapeutical. Right, but let's jump into it. So here we have a very visual representation of different foundations. You've got one that's a poor foundation, one that's a correct foundation, and one that's been developed over a longer period of time. So there's three different areas that you want to develop when going through a weight loss journey, or even trying to become healthier. One is the nutrition, two is the exercise, and three is your mindset. You can lose weight by having poor nutrition, terrible exercising, or no exercising at all, and a bad mindset. And also, obviously, you can have the opposite: good nutrition, good exercising, and a great mindset, or developing a great mindset. Let's go for nutrition, for example. When you go to nutrition, if you want to lose weight, you can lose weight by eating cheesecakes, Chinese, chocolate, fizzy drinks, alcohol, as long as you consume less than the calories that you intake. However, even though your outside might be losing weight, your inside are going to be completely destroyed and not functioning properly, because your body's a machine. And when you feed the machine the right things, it works correctly. When you feed it the wrong things, it has to work harder to try and counteract the things you do. So, I'll give you another example. If your systems are not running as fluently as they could do, you could do stuff like, you could drink a pint, or not a pint, you could drink a glass of wine, and what that could do, it could no-fat your fat-burning hormones to work at a far slower rate than normal, and it could take up to 72 hours to get it switched back on to be able to continue them. So that glass of alcohol or wine on a Saturday might affect you for 72 hours, even if you're not too bad on a Sunday, Monday and a Tuesday, but because that one little thing, because your systems are running so poorly, it has that adverse effect. Whereas if you had a greater, healthier foundation, you could have that glass of wine and it's not going to affect you at all, or very lightly. And it will affect you, but half as much, and you can get over it within a couple of, about 6 or 8 hours or something like that, over 48 hours. When it comes to exercising, when I said about poor exercising, so there's some people utilize what they do in life as their form of exercising. For example, it could be work. You could be someone who's a cleaner, and you work all day long, always moving, and therefore you feel like you exercise enough. However, your body's very clever, and it used to doing things when it does it consistently. So let's say you do you do clean all the time, your body gets used to that pattern, and therefore it uses less energy. Another reason why is that would be a poor form of type of exercising to include into your lifestyle, is because you're not specifically focused on different, certain areas. When you go to specifically work out, regardless of where it is, in the gym, outside, in the weights, wherever it be, hopefully you should be working your whole body. Then it gives you a good structure, so your whole body's feeling good, and you're developing everything within your body. And having a range is always good. Endurance, speed, strength, agility, flexibility, the likes of. So using exercising like your daily lifestyle, walking the kids to school or whatever it may be, as a form is a poor form, because you're not developing the good foundations that your body can need to be able to sustain longer. And the mindset, obviously if you're not doing any activity, the mindset really derives from eating well consistently and exercising consistently, and you develop a good mindset. And there's other stuff that you can do to help develop your mindset. What you also need to look at is like time capsules. Every time you create a building block, they're time capsules. If they're poor foundations, exercise and nutrition, it's far quicker to get rid of these time capsules. And when the time capsules are gone, you then end up putting the weight back on, and then you're not in the position that you want to be in. Also, when you do it in a poor way, so you're eating bad nutrition, people might go from like a size 16 to a size 10, but not like the way they look, because you are not feeding the body what it needs, and you become skinny fat. So you might be a size 10, but not feel as healthy as you should do. So that's the poor way. The good way is the obvious answer. You eat healthy regularly, and then you exercise regularly, consistently, and forever, and doing what I was saying, have an all-round type of working out. So, when I say all-round, you got to make sure you do enough to support what the type of exercising that you end up becoming to enjoy, because everyone will enjoy exercising if they do it long enough. For example, some people can fall into the trap of only doing the things they enjoy. For example, it could be running. They might get accustomed to running and liking it, which is great. And the only thing they do is run, but they don't do other stuff like strength conditioning, flexibility, agility stuff to be able to support the running activities. So when you exercise, you have to have an all-rounder. Then the best foundations, obviously, if you use 100% healthy, 100% on your exercising correctly, and always doing personal development stuff and challenging yourself. However, we live a life and want to enjoy life, so there's an 80-20 rule. 80% healthy, 20% enjoying the guilty pleasures of life. So hopefully that sums up your foundations. Have bad foundations, you're probably not going to last as long as you'd like to. Have good foundations, you're going to last far longer, and the time capsules take far longer to get rid of because they're embedded within inside you. Now let's imagine someone has lost weight and they've done it the correct way, done it the right way, they're feeling strong, they're feeling healthy, but they've only been doing it for 1 year. Now, compared to someone who's been doing it 5 years, if someone's been doing it 5 years consistently, that person can probably have 4 months off doing absolutely nothing, and they could jump back into fitness and they take about a week and their fitness will be right back up there, and they'll be able to lose weight very quickly because they have so much foundations. That 4 months may have only taken like 2 layers off, and they've got so much layers there embedded within their life because they've spent so much time doing it. It doesn't take much to get back into it. Whereas someone, if they've only been doing it a year, this happens quite frequently. Someone feels fit, they do 5k or they'll be able to do 10k, and they've lost all the weight, they've got themselves down to a size 10, to a size 8, feeling good, feeling strong. They might have 2 weeks off. Because of that 2 weeks, and they've only been doing it a year, they've only got a couple of layers of foundation in place, and therefore it's quicker for them to get back into the original position than someone who's been doing it for 5 years. So you can have bad foundations, you can have good foundations, and it's the continuations of the foundations which allows you to have a longer time off, or this person could eat a lot worse than this person because they've got so much foundations in place compared to someone who's like this. And that's the foundations towards weight loss. It's a slogging journey, but you can make it a most enjoyable journey because when you start doing this regularly and consistently, it's the greatest gift that you can give to your life. By eating healthily and exercising regularly and continuous improvement of 1%, as long as you're 1% better than the week before, it's the most enjoyable and rewarding feeling that you can give to yourself, and money can't buy that. Unless you come here, then you pay me to help you train, so you kind of are buying it. But we're very affordable. At the moment, we're only £40 a month, just dropping that in there. It might be slightly different when you're watching this in the future. But have a great day, and hopefully that helps.